Well, it's 2 days, they turned 3 weeks and 2 days old today. Last night I moved them into this chicken tractor from their brooder. They had a couple of brooders. One had no floor in it, where I moved them outside during the day. And one of them had a floor. I moved them into the workshop at night. They need to be kept at 95 for the first week and then take 5 degrees off each following week. So they need to be at 80. Right now my thermometer is reading about 100. It's 10:30 on a Sunday morning. It's been plenty warm for them to be outside. I was using a heat lamp at night when I was getting to the 70s, but now I don't even do that. So they began to feather. Within the first week, they started getting wings, feathers on their wings, and then they came out further. This one here that's, well, they're all kind of close now. The one that you're seeing looking at me the closest, well, they keep moving around, sorry. Let me try to hone in on a couple of special ones. This one right there, that's the oldest. She was the firstborn, and that is a hen because it's all pretty much tan at this point, not much black left. There she is. The one over here, if you can see, pecking away, both of those right there are probably roosters. Now this third one's joining in, but those two there I think are roosters. One of them for sure because of all the black. The one that's still pecking is the one next to it probably as well. And then this one, that's all, they move around too much. Okay, so, sorry, we're kind of operating in a much larger area than when they were in the brooder, so I'm trying to get a little bit better close-up at them, but to move around. This one over here by himself is one that I think is the rooster. Usually at 2 weeks you can tell, but some of these have matured quite slowly, so I'm not quite sure. There's a couple of them I'm still kind of questioning. Could be either. But I'm hoping 2 roosters are at the most and the rest are hens. So there were 7. So I had a little tragedy last night. I moved all my baby chicks into from the brooder. As I said, I had 2, one without a floor outside and one with a floor. And in the brooder I kept paper towels for the flooring. And you could replace those things 4 times a day because they poop so much. It was bad. After 2 weeks, you're able to put pine shavings in there instead of the paper towels, which works much better, absorbs the moisture and kind of disappears. Use pine shavings, definitely not cedar or hardwood, because they eat everything and they'll try to eat cedar, which is not good, or hardwood apparently either. Anyway, so last night I moved them in here, this chicken tractor, where they will grow up to be bigger, then I'll move them into a bigger coop. And one of them escaped. And I think escaped or something came in and got it. And it was Pee-wee, one I called Pee-wee. He was the runt, or she. It was one that I suspect was the last one that hatched, about 24 hours in the rest of them. And I've looked all over, searched about 2 acres, seeing if he's still around. I can't find any bird parts either, so I just don't know. I mean, my dog could have gotten them or swallowed it whole, who knows, I hope not, and or something else could have gotten it last night, or a snake could have gotten through the same hole that I think it escaped out of. I don't know if you can see that small hole below the door back in the coop portion. Last night that wasn't plugged, it was mesh. I'd plugged 2 of the side holes, and for some reason I didn't see that until much later and didn't plug it. And I guess definitely a snake or a rat could have gotten through there. It's 1.5 inches probably high, and possibly Pee-wee could have gotten out of there. So it's a mystery. Haven't given up hope that he might or she might show back up, but probably not. I'm afraid I lost it. So you got to be kind of careful. These brooders I have screens on top so that they, well, I can show you in a minute. I'll show you an outside brooder, I think. They have screens on top because these things can fly, not far, but they can certainly get out of a 2-foot high box or whatever at this point. So anyway, these are the baby chicks at age 17. Excuse me, at 3 weeks, 2 days. Here's the rooster, and behind it the biggest hen. They can't make that jump into the coop. I've been actually hand delivering them back and forth every day. No, I didn't find it. Sorry, it's my brother. Anyway, show you the tractor real quick. This was a chicken, called a chicken barn with a run that I bought, and then I put it on top of some 2x4s with wheels so I can drag it around. It's got a door in the front, a door in the back, and good ventilation, which is what you want. This will only hold about 3 good-sized chickens at best, maybe 2. But when they're babies, they can hold more. They'll move into something bigger when they get older. Anyway, here's some brooder lids. Here's one of my outside brooder. As you can see, I cut the floor out of it and I lay screen tops on it. Put the water and feeder in there, and that's what they used during the day. And at night, I've got one with the floor in it, and I have a couple inches of pine shavings in it. That's about it for now. Hope you enjoyed the chicks. We'll check back maybe a little later when they're another couple of weeks older.